I can make titles now. Welcome viewers to another episode of Let's Play Sacred with me, Bezlonir. I am drunk. Yeah, I've been drinking banana flavored rum all day. So, yeah, that's pretty professional. Get drunk and do LPs. Because I get drunk and go to my normal job. Well, that's not true. I haven't done that for months. Months. It's been months. You can take a look around. See, these mobs around us are in the neighborhood of level 10. Don't know why I just opened up the map, but as you can see, we're level 17. When I was, and I will open up the map once again, when I was... If you did watch any part of my last exploration video, we were way down here. This is around the area that we opened up. And there's some other town there. It looks like there's a portal there. Something like that. It might be part of the main quest at some point, but we haven't gotten there yet. These guys were around level 17 or so, and I don't think that was hard and firm. I think they seem to be leveling up with us. These ones are level 10, so I've started to feel like, though I was doing that exploration video, that our current goal is up here, and I just felt like I was just getting off the beaten path. So, you know, what's the point at that juncture? I did get this spell in my off time. This is Call of the Ancestors. And they're kind of like a couple floaty orbs that travel around you, and they kill some things. It is worthy of note that I did get, I socketed a couple vampire runes, so I now have about 6% lifesteal. Got a couple of gear upgrades from that area where you, where I had the mobs who were around level 17, because I figured that'd be good. I mean, as long as you're going to fight mobs that are level 17, you might as well get a couple gear upgrades, right? So, I don't really know. Once again, I don't have a timer on screen. I don't know how long to make this episode. I have a feeling it will be artificially cut short, but I'm going to attempt to aim for some places that will hopefully be...
And now you must go the way of all mortals.
You have failed as leader. Welcome to my job, my working world. You failed as leader. You've been promoted! Sure, I'm not the only one who feels the same way. I had an aggravating day at work. This is why I am... I don't know why it was aggravating, really, other than a totally superfluous confrontation with my boss, or I guess my boss's boss. There's no real chain of command because there's no real professionalism there, so... Who even knows? There's a lot of passive-aggressive political weirdness, and this is just made all the stranger by the fact that I work at a grocery store, so it's like, why is this Machiavellian stuff happening, and I stock groceries for a living? It's like, I don't understand. What, are you going to become supreme ruler of the world based on winning at groceries? I don't know. Oh, whatever, I suppose they have some reason in mind. You know, it's the classic thing that people say. It's only this, it's only that, you know, it's all we do is, you know, something supposedly simple, thus invalidates your point. No. You gotta be kidding me. Like, hold on. I'm gonna turn down this music if I can. Let's go to options. How'd the music get that loud? I feel like it's playing over me. And I can edit sound levels, but that's... it's really tedious. This is There's a tree on the map. It's a tree. I thought it was a town. It's a tree. Okay, there's a rune stone in there. This guy's nothing special. So there's a village in the east. Is this a secret in the game? Can I access them again? So we'll just kind of go to the left. It looks like there's a city up there, so I guess that'll be good. I'm not gonna do any exploring in any deliberate sense here. Just try to keep this video to reasonable size. Let's see if, you know, there's anything to see. If there's, we'll see it. Let's check out this river above us. It should just be like a little impassable thing of water. This vampire rune is a little electrifying sound. As if one were getting electrocuted. Oh, I thought this was a river. It must be a
I am here already.
What?
Yes. What's up?
What's up?
I am here already.
Manifestly. Demordrean Ronin. Is it a Ronin? Sure. Of course they are. Ah, here we go. We have a place with quests. You there. Help me and kill these infected wolves so my cattle...
I'll take on your job.
Classic joke. Fill in the blank. Whatever, I'm tired. So fun to LP with me. Did I just hear a fart?
I am here already.
So was my fault. My fault was here before me. He who smelt it, dealt it. Laws of the universe. Stephen Hawkings would tell you in his robotic voice that he who smelt it, dealt it. As Stephen Hawkings smelt it, why, he must have somehow found a way to dealt it. His robot
Trust the
armature
ancestors.
opened up his paralyzed buttocks and created an airway modulating the musculature of his rectum and made a robotic fart. Yep. Let's Plays with Bezlonir, the only place on the internet for robotic farts. Cyborg farts, baby. Only on Let's Play with Bezlonir. Only on this channel will you hear
I'll
robot
gladly take the job
farts
on.
told of in legends of the future in a hopeful and wistful way.
Coward.
Oh dear Lord, I pray someday this world will evolve to the point where we have robot cyborg farts. And thus were the men and women of this world awakened into the light of the prophet of this next world who led them into the promised land
Stay
of
where you
robot
are.
farts. Stay where you are. No robot farts. Nobody move! Trying to remember what that's a quote from. But it doesn't matter, right? I believe it was Andre the Giant. Probably in Princess Bride, because that's the only movie I know any quotes from. From him. You know. Nobody move! Have fun storming the castle. He's only mostly dead. Mutton, lettuce, and tomatoes, you know. You know what's the only thing better than a reference is a reference without context. I highly agree. Speaking of which, I'm just looking across the room. You know, let's just say this. I live in Colorado. So, when I say I highly agree, and I live in Colorado, perhaps you know what is on my mind. 'Tis but YouTube. Aye, madam, 'tis common. Yeah, we don't need this fender. Nothing goes good with THC like Hamlet references. Hamlet. Hamlet, egg, and cheese. Motherfucker, please. You ain't even had this before. You don't know the score. Yeah. You know what I could really go for right now? Some McDonald's. Some Whack Arnold's. Some Whack Arnold's. Wow, how do you like those tracers, man? It's just crazy.
And now I'm going to show you what happens
Wow.
when you hit a lady.
You know what happens when you hit a lady? A joke, apparently, related to this? No, it's not a joke, sorry. Hitting women... Well... you know, it's one of those things, of course, and there's, by and large, okay, hitting women is wrong, but there's a certain subset of women who, as, you know, people will do in any given culture or subculture, trade upon that fact, and they are, in themselves,
Forgive my hardness.
you know, they know that a dude is going to be judged if they hit him. And
What's
so,
up?
This is based on my research in the Mari Povich library. So, you can believe me, you can trust me. I'm your friend, and I'm a highly knowledge scholar of Mari Povich. Because that's what always plays at lunch. I'm like at lunch and it's like midnight, and that's what's on TV basically. It's either that or infomercials for like. Tonight we had an infomercial on that was for a skin cream that apparently
What's
only
up?
worked.
I am
What's
here
Yeah? So apparently the skin cream only worked on the neck. So the lesson there is respect your neck.
Murderous rat.
I don't know, is there a lesson there? These are if you are a scholar from the past and you fancy yourself an amateur archaeologist, you find yourself digging through the digital record of the early 21st century. Do you want to find a record of the dregs of the early 21st century? Well, look no further. Here you are. The worst of the worst. I see cows. I see fields of something. And I say to myself, what a wonderful world. I see fields of gray. I don't know if that's how the song goes. But I say to myself, what an off-key
And now I'm going to show you what
verse.
happens when you hit a lady.
Can you tell that I've never had music training? I did take a music class when I was in 11th grade. And, you know, I memorized the song. 8675309, 8675309. And it was that and something else, and I thought I did pretty good, you know. But they, you know, of course, somebody in my mind, somebody who's more popular got the. But why would they get the chance to have a solo in the musical show when I got these kind of skills? 8675309, 8675309, 8675309. See, the problem is right now you can't see how dramatically my head is bobbing. If you could see how dramatically my head is bobbing, you'd be like, that's totally 80s. And you would respect my game. I assume, you know, and then I would also get the girl because I'm a nerd and it's the 80s. You know how that works. I don't know. I've never really been 100% sure or convinced that I'm a nerd. I mean, it sounds right, but there's evidence to the contrary. As much as I would like to be a nerd, and I sniffle all the time, and things of that nature. The problem is that there are other influences at work in the chemistry that is my brain. Okay, so we finally beat those guys, and thanks to the magic of having taken the Windows key off of my keyboard, I narrowly avoided hitting the Windows key about 40 times. For an exploration, no, this was not an exploration video. Hey, we saw this tree, didn't we? I mean, like, you'll grant me, indulge me, this small thing, like, to look at this here, it looks like there's something there, but there's really not. Where are we at right now? Here? Okay, we're here. And I want to see how much unexplored territory do I have there. So for something like that, I don't think there's anything there. I just have mucus everywhere. I may explore that off camera. I grow a bit tired, and I think I may slump into a restive state. It has been a long day for me, but let's turn in these quests. But not until after we've turned on the cheat console, you know. It's not a complete day until you've turned on the cheat console. Slurred your words a few times. So we got a skull rune. That's always useful for things. Turn on the cheat console a few more times. There are some cheats, but they don't appear to be very extensive, and they're not all that interesting. So nothing like, say like Heroes of Might and Magic 3, where the cheats were kind of fun to play with. Can I zoom in further? Let's zoom in. Who's this guy? Oh, at least he's not following me. He just looks like, he looks like... Okay, let me think about this. He looks like a an old, relatively light-skinned black guy with a skin condition who fell asleep and accidentally went through a car wash, but also subsequently and coincidentally got a case of scabies, and is now very sensitive about his appearance. But he was once fat, so he now dresses quite skinnily, though he doesn't actually work out, and he has enormous calves, and his body is generally a tad geometrical, as evidenced by his trapezoidal torso. And he has a hook for hands, and I rubbed my mic numerous times. Hey, look at my horsey. He has a spiral pattern. It's not a spiral at all. It's like a zit or a fried egg, which is kind of his color scheme. He's an Easter unicorn. Like, what's going on there? Like, some hippie kind of like drawing him. You can see my armor a bit, and she's breathing heavily under the armor. You don't get a better view if you press I or escape. That might be the best view that you can get of your character. It's just a bit of a bummer because you collect all this armor. It should be kind of look unique. You should be able to get a good look at it. We got an effective ring of the conjurers. It's nice to get effective rings after we collected so many damaged rings and poop encrusted rings and sewer rings and O-rings, you know? Just checking the clock again. I'm stalling for time. It's nighttime. It'd be a good time to be a vampire, but it would be a horrible night to have a curse. But you know, when is a good night to have a curse? I guess we'll just have to conclude it here. It's gonna be a relatively short episode, but you know what? Oh no, hold on. We get a quest here. We'll in all probability pick up a couple more, but circumstances have led
I'll
me
gladly
to
take the job on.
not really be in the best state of mind to do an LP. Well, I said, what the heck? What the hey? What the hey? But, you know, yeah, definitely gonna end the LP, cause I'm standing still. Definitely standing still. There's definitely a tent there. There was definitely some lights there before. You gotta go left. You definitely gotta go left. And there's 2 lamps there, and there's 3 torches there. There's definitely 3 torches there. And there's definitely 2 barn doors. We gotta open both barn doors. Gotta open the barn doors. Then definitely 2 open barn doors. There's 2 open barn doors, and there's definitely 7 white cabbages there. And there's definitely 13 there. There's definitely 6 more there. And definitely 19. There's definitely 2 there. Definitely 21 white. Definitely 21 white cabbages in the field. There's definitely cabbages. Definitely. I can definitely count. You know, it's supposed to be an ability most people, I believe, can recognize up to groupings of 3 objects, but you can train your brain to recognize groups of larger objects. It does require training, though. These mobs are 14. I think we're moving in the right direction, though. That's what that tells me. It should be I feel like in bronze mode, which is, if you need to learn the flow of the game, it has become apparent to me. It is best to play in bronze, because the level of progression of the mobs is not that straightforward if you don't play in bronze. They'll tend to mirror your level more closely, which is probably not the case if you start silver in at level 25 or so. But if you start at level 1, it will be more difficult to tell where you need to go, which, if you're trying to determine that by looking at this map, it's kind of hard, because you might remember this bridge up there when we fought some level 25 mobs up there. Now, when you're playing on bronze and you're like level 12, it's obviously you don't need to go there, but they were pretty close to my level on silver. So I didn't know I didn't need to go there. I assume you go there later, or maybe an optional area later. If you don't play on bronze, it can be more. It seems as though it can be more confusing to figure out the flow of the game. That said, the best thing for new players, which I did not do, but I probably should have, is just probably to go on bronze and follow the main quest, and you could probably either, most likely after you beat it on bronze, you could do more exploring on silver. It's probably more lucrative on silver. But that's not what I chose to do. Maybe that's what I'll do for the rest of it, because there doesn't seem to be a lot of point. Maybe we'll explore more on silver and that'll give us more to do. So I'll save here. And with that, I think I'm going to sign out. So this has been Bezlonir, guiding you through another episode of Let's Play Sacred for the PC. And thanks for joining me. But I'm signing out. So zip it up and zip it out.